watched the game from start to finish.
Start to finish.
Truth be told.
1 minute plus 95.
Truth be told, after watching that game, the more I dislike Keto Kriko.
Oh, how?
I'm telling you honestly. After watching that game, hey, Ket, where did you?
Otto should have been gone.
No, you see, I've not said the reason why I respect this man. Jude now, Jude has read into. I said, facts. If this is 10 days of a proper coach training, come on, man.
Find X. Find X. No equation.
Look,
side.
Me, nobody can say otherwise. Even when Otto qualified for the World Cup, me and Yao Minta were saying it here. One unity. I
said after the Comoros sack him. Give him his.
We should have allowed Carlos Queiroz to coach the game against Germany, the game against Austria, the game against Mexico. This would have given the man 4 proper.
Yeah,
he should have gone after
or even
after the AFCON,
or even like three proper games. Yeah, or 3 proper games, because I'm not sure you'd be there for them.
The more I watched the game against Wales.
Wales.
How you do pronounce it?
Wales.
Wolves.
It's WALE. When the decision was that obvious, Jude, it was an obvious decision that we needed to sack Otto in term.
True.
But this man, single-handedly, look, I know of ESCO meetings where he vetoed. I'm telling the people of Ghana today.
You mean Keto Kriko?
I'm telling you, wherever he is, he's watching me. He knows what I'm saying.
He vetoed what? The stay of...
He vetoed that although the position and the position of the ESCO was to sack Otto after the AFCON disaster, he vetoed that Otto was not going anywhere. He vetoed that Otto had to go with nowhere. And for me, it was shocking that as president of the Ghana Football Association, this man couldn't see the obvious.
Oh, he was myopic. Is that what you are saying?
Of course.
Oh, Charlie.
Enani.
Short-sightedness.
Everybody saw it, but he alone. I don't want to believe he didn't see. It's his typical
strong man,
superimposable character. Yes. In chemistry, we have when you are talking about optical isomerism.
Charlie, optical
isomerism. That is where you introduce the term non-superimposable behavior. But his was superimposable character on the entire ESCO. Said no, he's not going anywhere. So I watched that game against Wales, and I told myself, in the first 25 minutes, truth be told, we should have considered 3 goals. The boys didn't start the game well. I expected that because you are now being. That was the first time you're going to put into practical doing what a new manager had rehearsed with you on the pitch. So normally, the first outing of a football team, when being directed by a new manager, the players haven't. You see, they've not tested the method under proper game situation, so they'll be hesitant. The player will be confused as to what to do. What do we do here? But after some time, you see, oh okay. Then everybody is in sync. Then you can see that we can now move forward. I look at that game. Let me start from the midfield. First and foremost, thank God we have a right fullback. So you see, Otto told the whole world that the whole Ed, Ghana Agbone, Ghana Agbone. He told the whole world.
But to be fair, he called him, right?
No, even when he called him, that's what makes it even more serious. After calling him, what he saw on the pitch, he came back and said, we don't have a right back.
So it means the trainer scout
credibility. I actually remember.
It's even questionable.
I said this on Football Made in Ghana.
You understand?
Yes.
He said we don't have a right.
But how do you call a player and come and say that he is not up to tax?
Explain why he wanted. You know what? Caleb has to.
Martin Senaya left. Marvin.
Yeah.
Marvin Senaya left that Germany-Austria campaign. Very angry. I'm telling the people of this country today.
Who played 2 in that game? In those games?
Unity.
Yeah.
I mean, how?
Coach, let me even help you. The Unity Cup.
That's right.
Against Trinidad and Tobago.
That's right.
He played Caleb Unity in right back.
Yes.
Later moved him into
midfield.
Brought in somebody, right? His performance at right back and midfield was like day and night.
Yes.
And then the games against Austria and Germany, you play him at right back, and you can't sit at a press conference and explain
that
why the boy should play at right back. I'm like, bro, brother.
Yeah, no. He's an average defender and an average player going forward. That's why he's average. So he's average
in general.
When you say good, actually, yeah, you see. Let's face fact.
Because I'm surprised because people praise him for the defensive duties.
No.
Forward. People say that. But forward, they said before, and people say Rahman is the opposite of him.
No.
Rahman is good forward, and then
Baba offers more.
Baba is better going forward. Far better going forward.
But the liability at the back,
not a complete liability.
Oh, coach is a liability.
No, listen. No. Listen to me. Not a complete liability. I will address that. Why I said not a complete liability. So that's my view on Gideon. Let me tackle the Baba issue before I move forward. Baba was given 10 minutes to come and play. I have received proper report. In fact, people who were there and they said,
in the stadium,
yes, said Baba didn't warm up. Are you for real? That's what people are telling me. I didn't see you. I was watching the TV. There was a warm-up and they were asked to go and sit. There was a warm-up where you saw all of them.
Yeah.
But when was that warm-up? That warm-up was like 20-25 minutes before he was brought on. There's no way you're going to ask your players.
And the substitution wasn't done.
The substitution wasn't
so he went back to
sit.
So
he went back to sit. You understand? He went back. All of us watching the game thought the man was done with the substitution. All of a sudden, the ball went and then Baba was. Because I was asking myself, truth be told, if such things are expected to happen very early in the game or when the player who comes on is not properly warmed up, how many times have we not seen when the warm-up is not right, players start game and they concede?
But coach, the World Cup waits for no one.
Listen. So listen, I'm not equating it to the world. I'm saying that.
Yeah, but
there's a reason why we ask players to go and do proper warm-up before they're introduced into a game. Carlos Queiroz didn't play everybody in that game, did he? He didn't. So maybe at the time, having warmed up and was told to go and sit on the bench, maybe the boy thought that, everybody thought that, the substitution is done with. And then, and my daughter came back and said, Daddy, who is Baba Rahman? I said, he plays for the Blind. I said, everybody is mentioning his name at school. And they say he didn't do well. I said, wow, this is how it could get. Or this is how far it has gotten. I think Baba has got a family. Baba has got children. Imagine, just as my daughter came, imagine
his family.
Even his kids. Papa ibo modern. Papa neke. It is extremely
That's
damaging.
why Jordan says he doesn't consume.
You see, it is extremely damaging. So I told myself that, look, he cannot be a bad player overnight. So I'm here today to encourage him that whenever he's given the opportunity, he should. It is looking like he tends to listen to a lot of the stuff on social media. So it's gotten to him. But go back to the game again. Do I fault him for the goal? Yes, to some extent I do. I won't come and say TNC because if he was warmed up, what should have been the final? If I clear Padia touchline one time through.
That was Ya's point.
Yes. Asake bele, come here, my bear.
Sweep him.
Come here, my bele, simple. My bele, a touchline. They have been a track.
My point was that use your smarts.
Yes, my bele. You see, he shouldn't have allowed the guy to even turn.
Use your smarts.
But the guy did. But again, another person that we are not looking at is Abdul Mumin. Go and watch the clip again. When the guy went past Baba, like y'all said, he's a defender. All the defenders will get beat. But once he gets beat, from that angle, the player crossing the ball is not the one who's going to put the ball in the back of the net. Go and watch. Mumin was with the guy who headed the ball.
Yeah, Luis Kumas.
And then he moved away from him and kept his eye on the ball instead of glancing at the ball and looking at the danger.
So we had 5 men in the box.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's against Wales 4 men.
4 men.
You know, and that's what
And everybody had a marker at the
Yes.
time. When you watch the slow motion, Abdul Mumin was the one who left his marker.
Yeah.
I don't know whether his intention was to go and close the gap, but you could see the wide gap between whoever was crossing the ball. Look, I don't know who Carlos Queiroz would choose as left back. It is looking more like
Gideon.
it's going to be Gideon Mensah. But my only advice to Baba Rahman is that when he's given the chance to play, he should remember that he's there to serve his country. Like any other player on the pitch, they are there to serve Mother Ghana. Baba, close your mind. I'll come and sit here if you don't do it. I'll tactically analyze you. Where I need to criticize you, I'll criticize you. No two ways about that. But this is a clean slate. Go out there and show love. Look at Ajete after the first 2 games.
As in Germany and Austria.
Germany and Austria.
Gave away 2 penalties.
He gave her 2 penalties. The first penalty, could you blame him for that?
Not really.
The player headed the ball into his arm.
Yeah.
What does he do for that? Agreed. He give. What did we not say about him? I have said here like I did tell I've said it. But when you look at his performances against Wolves, you know what? I saw something about Ajete which I had never seen before.
What is that?
Go and watch the game against Wolves. In addition to him doing his job, he was always covering
For others.
for others who were beating on the job. Look at Abdul Mumin.
Yeah.
When Jerome went out and Abdul Mumin came, Ajete covered him twice or thrice in that. He had to move and come and cross and come and deal with the situation. So I told myself that, look, I have said here that I will support this team because this is Ghana. But I will not be a hypocrite. If a player doesn't do, I'll come here and if I have to fire, I'll fire. The whole Ghana knows my view on the team. Who I think should be, who shouldn't be. My stand on the fact that Joseph Spencer should have made this team has not changed. Now let's go to midfield. Hey, yo, be I can with midfield be I agree with you 100%.
Retweets.
Look, as for Sibo and Elisha Owusu, you see, in the World Cup, we'll be defending a lot.
You not have the ball.
Because we'll be defending a lot, Assad, when we get hold of that ball, we need players who can see the pass to liberate our team. My worry is, because we'll be defending a lot, most of our very dangerous players will start their move from in our half. So if we have a selfish player among them, they'll be running with we are doing proper tactical analysis.
The way they do your faith for me, wait.
Yeah, if you have a selfish player, a player who will hold on to the ball and not recognize the off the ball movement of our player, because you see, we are defending a lot. So when we get to make the pass, that liberates the team from that defensive shape into an attacking shape. Come on, man, you have to respect the movement.
Quick transition.
You have to respect the movement. You have to respect the movement.
And that's the exact rule of Hurricane.
You understand? You have to respect the off the ball movement, for that is our quickest way to go. Now in midfield, Elisha also will not see the pass. Even if he sees it, technically the execution I don't think is there. As for Sibo, even if he sees it, his first control, you saw the control in the game. 2-3 bad touches,
very close,
very bad touches, very bad
close
touches,
proximity.
extremely bad touches. Oh, why are you laughing like that, Jude? I'm analyzing. Very bad.
Charlie Jude, behave yourself. Why?
He can control.
Extremely bad.
He can control and pass. Look, I am told that he tackles well. He wins the ball.
He doesn't tackle well.
But he doesn't. Most of his tacklings are foul.
He does not tackle well.
He doesn't win the ball.
It's more very ragged.
Would Baba Idrisu have been an upgrade on him?
No.
Baba Idrisu.
The ball at Atalanta.
Ibrahim
The ball.
Suleiman.
Ibrahim
Why
Suleiman.
have you gone there? Baba Idrisu.
I mean, I saw his stats. I saw his stats last season.
Statistics.
We move on from Nkoye. Baba de Nkoye. Idrisu de Nkoye. You understand what I'm saying? So that brings me to the Thomas Partey issue. Look, when I hear people talk about Thomas Partey the way they do, and some people even go to suggest that Partey should be benched. Goodness me. What? Who are those people? How do you see football? I respect your opinion.
No, but don't you? They are questioning the limited game time he's had at Villarreal.
Then they should be questioning the limited game time of almost all the players on. Jordan, you mean the
No, but you see that role is
listen,
a very sensitive role.
It's a sensitive role.
So you lose the ball. Team gets exposed.
And I'm coming to it. Did he lose the ball for anybody to get?
No, he did, but he put in 2 tackles.
Why he plays? He had to tackle.
Okay,
But if it was a competitive game, he would have
And
been
I'm
sensitive.
saying that at the end of the day, where he plays, he had to tackle. You don't play him in the midfield too. Not alongside Elisha Wuzu. Somebody who's an energy and off the ball movement, whose reading of the situation is substandard.
so who would you go with?
So I'm coming. Let me address the problem is that one of the reasons why Partey cannot sit in this team is that because of the way we'll be playing and because we are going to be a transitional team, he's the best one to liberate. In chemistry, you say you liberate.
Free.
He's the best person.
If you're a solo creator who's still manually editing all of your short form clips, you need to check out this new AI that can do that.
20, 25, but he will see the 40, the 60, the 70 yards. He will see the pass and he will execute it to perfection.
But his fitness.
And I'm saying, I'm coming, I'll address the fitness issue. So he will see the pass. So because of that, he's in the team. He's an untouchable in the team. 2, another reason why he has to play. If you play him in the midfield too, he will struggle. I would admit that he will struggle. This Black Stars team, a team that struggles in building from the back, you cannot have just 2 midfielders in that.
So you go for 3?
I am praying very hard that Kalaskiros do a 4-3-3. We are told he's a 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2 coach.
Yeah. I said we saw
He
the
will
4-4-2
only
against
go
us.
if he is stubborn in starting Jordan Ayew. I will bench Jordan Ayew for another midfielder.
Okay.
So that, because watch, we saw Jerome, we saw Ajete. Because of the limited option they had in Partey and Elisha Wuzu. Look, watch. Anytime Partey had to take the ball off them, Partey virtually had to drop deep onto the 18-yard line. Watch the game again. There was no occasion where Partey was in midfield and Jonas and Jerome were able to pick him up for him to turn and pass forward. No. He dropped along, and there were times where he was on the same line with the
defense.
And I was asking myself, it's because our 2 center back at the time couldn't progress with the ball. In teams that would do that to perfection, their defenders are comfortable on the ball. They are not. So if you watch the game again, under pressure, we saw Ajete went long. Yeah, I spoke about that.
Yeah.
Under pressure, we saw Jerome also did what? Went long. And anytime they went long, it was what? A turnover.
So the boom, bam, beam.
That is it. So one of the basic way of stopping that is to give them more options. Because the one thing that we cannot afford to do at the World Cup is to do a lot of turnovers. We will suffer and suffer big time. So therefore, do a Thomas Partey, do a Caleb Yerinchi, and then do an Elisha Wusu.
Midfield 3.
Midfield 3. I think that midfield 3 will give the 2 center back more option of God. They can go right, they can go left, they can go to the 3 guys in the middle. You see, Elisha will not move a lot. But watch Thomas Partey. When the channel is blocked, he steps along the side.
Yeah.
When the channel is, he moves just to receive the ball. Chitu, with his energetics and the way he moves along, he can make himself available. So I would do a midfield 3. I swear, if we do a midfield 3,
and who will be our front 3?
It's simple and straightforward. You know what? When I came here last week and I spoke about the fact that Ernest Nuama had played only 32 minutes of football. Most people see Ghana, the negative statement sells a lot. Everybody forgot that I again stated that if he is fit, he walks straight into the team.
I remember he said
nobody remembers that. Nobody. That is the fact that people will not think Ghana, but they are thinking personal and selfish interests. I don't do that. I don't do that. And then I heard one of my colleagues elsewhere calling, pleading with me not to come.
Yeah.
No, I just needed to say, now let me come out. Up front. Look, like Jude said, Semenyo, I pray God. Yehovah Zebah. I pray God that he gets one of his best tournaments, because for the Black Stars to make to do things, look, Semenyo will have to play good. So the front 3, it's Semenyo and Asante, that Coventry
Thomas
striker.
Brandon Asante.
Because we need somebody. We will not be pressing the ball high up the pitch, but when you get into our zone of pressing, we need somebody who will trigger for everybody to align himself, and we go and win the ball. So I will do Semenyo, Asante, Thomas on the right. I would have loved to have Nuama, but Ghanaians should read my lips. I'm not a hypocrite. What I'm saying is, but the ACL injury of the ball, he cannot play every 2 to 3 days.
Money they want play. Money they want play. But recovery no. Recovery no.
You are no quality. And no quality. Wahame come. They no buy any.
The ones that they play finish. But recovery no.
You know the recovery.
Yeah.
I'm not a hypocrite.
So who would you put there?
He's a fantastic player. But my reason that he's so good a player that we cannot be using him sparingly.
Okay.
So if there was a Joseph Pencil who would do something similar and is fitter, he goes
ahead of Kamaldeen.
Oh, that's why I'm not mentioning Kamaldeen. Goes up if he's fit, it is the billboard that stops him. The advertising board. The what? The billboard advertising board. Can't you see those things? Those things are stopping him, and he's still not learned from them. That is shocking to me, because he's played for the Black Stars more than 6 years.
Oh my goodness.
Mortia. So you have to be honest and say it as it
the
is.
billboard stops it.
Yeah, the advertising board.
Coach, quickly, you have 1 minute. You have to wrap up.
So
you have to go.
On the right,
if
you look at the option that is there, there is a there. If I cannot start Ernest Nuama, I will start Christopher Bonsuban.
Yes.
Because Bonsuban too can play on that side.
I forgot about him.
Yes.
I will start him.
Had a decent show.
I will start.
So he took over on the right, right?
No, he came on the left. In my selection,
you
understand? I will put him there.
I forgot.
I'll put him on the right because he's even more dangerous on the right.
Yeah.
I'll put him there because Jason actually what he do. What he do? I actually no more have a concert and he Fatah Isaku, if he gets the ball, he doesn't want to pass anybody. Who taught you how to play football like that? Jordan-like behavior on the pitch. What is that? Where from these people?
Yeah.
They are good players. Don't get me wrong, but you have to play for the team.
Coach, wrap it up and let's you have to go.
Play for the team.
Yeah.
You see. So the point I'm making is that we will have to support our team.
Okay.
And we'll have to make sure. As for what the English, the Papa not saying, the former Crystal Palace chairman.
Simon.
What he's talking is absolute rubbish.
You don't have to listen to him.
No, he's speaking rubbish. We know the plans. We know. Look, go to the UK as you speak today. They are afraid of Thomas Partey. So the psyche they want to. I said if I'm part of the Black Stars, Thomas Partey will lead the Black Stars on that day. And once the English team, the first person refused to shake the hand of Thomas Partey, no Black Stars player shakes any Englishman hand. Referee, Yama Pambele, Bole, Anna Jelaomi, Anna Shantami, what favorite? Meneme Jamboko Jami, what face Sami, sovereign country, and you would sit in a studio somewhere and you would speak rubbish.
Yeah, Charlie. Time is fast, man. We have to go. Well, let's